Hi, everyone. My name's Mr. Fruit, and welcome back to GG Over Easy. Apologies for the week delay. You wondered where we are. Well, here we are in all of our internet, at least me, white pasty glory.
Hey, whoa, dude. I'm way more pasty than you. Look at this shit.
Nah, that's just the lighting, though, in your room.
Well,
it's just
no,
bad exposure lighting. It's fine.
Well, it's not that it's bad exposure. It's like it goes good for a second, and then my camera's like, whoa, you need to do way more.
Whoa. Our white balance is off, brother.
Yeah, and then I don't have. I got N64 cut going. Bad time.
I need a haircut really bad. Anyway, in this episode, we talk about new things like entertainment things, Destiny drama, surprise.
We learned the difference between Kurt Russell and Russell Crowe.
Yeah, turns out all of us have some sort of thing we mix up as far as celebrities. I'm terrible with names though, so for me that wasn't a surprise.
We learned that Mr. Fruit is a celebrity.
Oh, yeah. Okay, still not. But we do a whole bunch of Q&A as always. We talk about League of Legends and other Overwatch, Jeff leaving. League of Legends tournament, freaking ham sandwich, Demon Slayer, Mortal Kombat, other things. I know you guys really want to know what's coming up, but you know what? It's so good. I just don't want it's a spoiler-free intro, you know?
Yeah, it's a spoiler-free intro.
Yeah, throwing it back to TTT. So, enjoy this episode. Oh, wait, do we have a review?
No, I don't have one.
Oh, hold on. Fill the dead air.
Let me see. This week, I got my Sora wig, which I would try and grab, but I'm literally not wearing pants and stuff. Let me try and use my keyblade to grab it. I just don't want to.
Okay. This is funny. I got one. Don't worry. Ironically, it's from Jason Ace 8, titled "Don't Forget to Read a Review, Rob." It is 5 stars, and unfortunately, Rob did forget to read a review. But that's on all of us. Yeah, I was going to say, it's on all of us. It's not just him. This is an Infinite Star podcast with your favorite host talking all about the latest topics ranging from video games to movies to anime to horrible workout techniques. You know what's funny? We literally touched on every single one of those this podcast. And rage about Destiny PvP. Wow. He literally just summed up this episode. That's incredible. Make sure you download this podcast, guys. I'm starting to think we're predictable.
That's okay.
It's predictable.
And then if you're watching on YouTube, you have quite a treat that is terrifying.
Heal.
What are you doing there? This is the podcast.
Oh, you're I'll be Sora. Draw Mr.
Goofy. Blue you always were a coward. Okay, yeah.
I have to figure out how to get him up though.
This is the podcast. Good Lord. Bye. Or hello. Welcome in. Listen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to GG Over Easy, episode 81, right? Because we just got into the 80s, I believe so.
Yeah.
We took a week off.
A week break.
Yeah. So, in other words, it feels like it's been months.
Yeah, you can put that one on me, coach.
We just had some stuff come up. So we missed last week, but we're back.
My dog died, all right?
Don't worry.
Is that what you want? Is that what?
It's not a joke. That's yeah.
But yeah, it's like
that was that's
but
not.
I use humor to kind of get past that kind of stuff and cope. And I think cope is the wrong word. What's the word I'm looking for?
Grieve.
I guess so.
Grieve or
sure.
Yeah, but it's a good thing. You know, everything happens for.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah,
we're glad you're here. We're glad that you're all here listening and watching, and we do appreciate the people asking. Where is it? Because that means some people care. So that's nice.
A lot of people care.
I think it'd be more alarming if we just went a whole week and no one's like, just nothing. And
someone asked me on Final Fantasy. That's how you know people care.
What
podcast was?
Yeah, Blue. I saw your tweet.
Let's talk about this. We had our annual BlueWestlo stream.
Oh,
you streamed Final Fantasy, and now you're like biggest Final Fantasy directory guy or something.
That is not true.
You're like the Dark Knight. You're the hero that the directory needs.
But they don't
right?
deserve.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what the
He's the hero we need, but we don't deserve. Although that would be if Batman was saying it.
I was talking to Sally about it, and he was like, yeah, it's crazy because you're top of the directory and you only streamed it once. And I was like, that's because I never stream. That's the only reason I get viewers.
No,
that's
but
not true.
but then
If
you
you
would
were-
get like more FF viewers. You know, they'd be like, nice rotation there, Blue. You'd be like, oh,
Nice rotation, dude.
if you were more consistent, I think you just have more viewers because then people would
Yeah,
know
I
when to
agree.
expect, and people wouldn't miss it, and they know when to show up.
People
If
would realize,
you
wow,
did-
this guy's awful.
If you did VTuber OC, Blue, would you be in trouble for doing like the penguin? Because like would the game company try and come after you, or would you have to try and make it like not exactly?
Well, no, I mean that's why the penguin deer exists, because I didn't want to have a pure prinny anymore.
Yeah, he swapped it up. It's no longer Prinny.
It's penguin deer.
In fact, we don't even mention that it came from Prinny. Prinny never heard of it. What is
It's
that?
just prinny
I
inspired.
hardly knew her.
In the
I
same
don't
way
know.
that Fruit's logo is inspired by real life fruit.
And mine is inspired by a knight.
I'm currently in a lawsuit, dude. We're tossing. Watermelon's pissed.
You and Mr. Banana?
Me, and Mr.
Fruit
Watermelon.
Loom.
He's
Come
like,
after Mr. Fruit.
he's like, you used my likeness, and I was like, dude, it's just a coincidence.
Dude, it's just
I didn't
fruit,
know you
man.
made
It's
this,
just
Mr.
fruit.
Watermelon.
Yeah, this is crazy. But yeah, we're glad to see that. And then on top of that, was it Jumbo Toblerone? Or is that your name?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I look at tweets.
Jumbo Toblerone?
He has top DPS in whatever that one thing he was.
Oh yeah, you got gold numbers. Dodge said that's a good thing.
I have the current top overall ADPS in the new EX trial.
Woo! Was that
the
action
Diamond Weapon.
DPS or?
Yeah,
that-
See, Blue, but like,
ADPS.
see, okay, so you say these things, and then I would watch you stream because I want to see this DPS in action. And I think there are a lot of people who really do play Final Fantasy that want to see not only that DPS.
No, but
But
then
also
he's
your
giving up his
personality.
strats though.
See, that's the thing, though. I want everyone to do top DPS in this fight because
Yeah.
I'm so far deep in getting these dragons. I want everyone to do big boy DPS numbers.
Well, I respect that. You want everyone to profit and prosper, and I appreciate that. But I'm glad you're still enjoying your Final Fantasy grind. Twitch
God,
was happy
so
to see you.
deep,
Hopefully,
dude.
we see you some more.
5.5 came out, right? And then I think Christian tweeted like, "Are you winning, son?"
Oh yeah, you tweeted out
am
something. I was like,
winning,
I haven't.
Dad.
I was like,
I
are
am
you
winning.
winning, son?
I'm winning, Dad. I'm winning.
Yeah, I felt like there was never a more appropriate time to throw that out than right at that moment. Are you winning, son?
I am.
So I'm glad you're winning. I'm glad you're catching that dub. And humanity, or at least America's starting to catch a dub. We hit, I think, over 200 million vaccinated people within the
Sid just got
amount of time.
her. Sid just got her second one today, and she's struggling. She's
So to
having
clear.
she's having a tough go at it.
It's so surreal seeing things gradually go back to normal.
Yeah.
Ish, at least ish. Like, and for a time period, I was like, "But that's never gonna happen."
Sad.
Yeah.
Well, you want to know how it's really get back to normal? Today is the first day I go to a movie theater in over a year.
Are you gonna go see Godzilla vs Kong?
Demon
No,
Slayer.
he's gonna see this. Yeah. Dude, yeah, what? He's seeing Demon Slayer.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're seeing Demon Slayer.
Yes,
I had
sir.
no.
Anime season's back, baby.
It comes out tomorrow, but I'm going to see like the midnight release. But we know how in the past couple of years, midnight release means like 6:30 p.m., which is what I'm doing because I would
Maybe I'll
never go to
see it
midnight release.
tonight by myself.
If you can, yeah, check up your local listings. But it was also nice because I got ahead time and I chose seats. There's no one around us. We're in the middle. Like everyone is kind of just everyone that picked seats made sure they're all like we're all separated. I was like, stay away. I don't care if I'm
April
vaccinated. and
23rd.
masked and
Oh my
everything.
God, you're right. Oh, but it's dubbed.
No, subbed or dubbed. I'm
Mine
gonna go
says
see
dubbed.
subbed. You have to like, for instance, like the one we went to.
I
There's a
swear,
showing.
God, if it's like weathering with you, bro, I swear when I bought those tickets,
There
they
was
said
we
sub.
double checked because like the literally at least the movie theaters near us, it was like here are the showtimes for English dub and here are the ones for English subs, and so we went subs. So that was definitely one of them. I would have seen it dubbed
at
if that was one of the two.
10:05 tonight.
There you
Do I
go.
buy them?
Ooh, Rob's thinking about it.
Think about it.
Like Sid's. Oh my, it's shitty seats everywhere though.
Oh.
Shit. Maybe I go tomorrow.
Should have been on it. Yeah, I mean it's not going anywhere.
Well, you told me yesterday, and I was like, oh yeah, like I need to do
Well,
that.
I literally
and then
told
guess
you
what
the
I
day
didn't
we
do?
did it. Like that was the
That's
day
what I'm
too.
saying. That's why like I have nobody to blame but myself. Maybe hold on, maybe like this is the XD theater. Holy shit, it's full. Maybe
See, the ones near me
9:15.
weren't very full.
Oh, here we go. Oh, dude, back right corner 9:15.
Pull the trigger.
I'm doing it. All right, I'm going to the movie theaters tonight too, Christian. Isn't that crazy? Wow.
Pog,
That's
boner,
crazy,
boner.
wow.
You have permission to take the shot. Pog, so we're both going to the movie theater.
I'm gonna buy the seat next to me so nobody sits to me. Sits.
So that's the
wait,
nice
It
thing.
doesn't let me.
Yeah, she'll let you. Why wouldn't it? If it's a free
Okay,
seat.
I bought both seats. I'm
Oh.
buying both seats.
Yeah, how would they know you're buying? And it wouldn't even matter to you if you bought every seat and you're the only one showing up. They're like, screw it, you bought them, so
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm buying both seats. I do not want some guy sitting next to me going. I will.
The whole time you're just like corner eye, you're watching the movie, and I'm like, excuse me, you doing what now?
Oh, that's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, so I'm pumped. Been waiting to finally see that, so that's gonna happen tonight. And then not only that, tomorrow Mortal Kombat comes out.
Oh my, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Do I go see it in theaters, or it comes out on HBO Max?
All right, this is like probably.
I'm probably just gonna watch it on HBO Max.
Probably a hot take, I would say, amongst like moviegoers.
I think you already mentioned this.
I
You
prefer watching. Yeah, I prefer it at home.
Yeah, we have some wrong takes, and that just happens to be your.
I don't think that's. I think that's actually a general take. I think if you ask the general population, I think most would enjoy a movie at home.
I love, like, part of it for me is going to movie theater and sitting there and be like the whole. It's like a whole experience for me. It's a getaway.
Like if I have a choice to if I get HBO Max and they give me the choice of watching it at home or go to a theater. No question. I'm watching it at home.
Like if I have the option to choose, I would probably pick at home. But like quite honestly, like if I'm going for like a movie that is like really important, like
something like Christopher Nolan's like, you have to see this in IMAX.
Yeah, like I would definitely prefer theater.
The theater.
Like Godzilla vs Kong. If I had the opportunity, I would go to a theater.
Of course.
Yeah.
But like you're giving that's like saying like you can have this burger, right? And it's gonna you can have it right now, okay? Or you can walk 10 miles and have that same burger.
But it's not the same burger.
No, it is, because when you get to that burger after 10 miles, you're like, wow, this is so much better. I'm starving. And then when I'm eating it now, it's like, well, I'm not that hungry, but like sure.
No, the better way to put it is you DoorDash it and it's like an hour and a half delivery. So by the time it comes to you, it's a little soggy, it's cold, it's not the same.
I also have
or you eat there and it's warm.
I also
steam.
have what's the word? Relapsed. I re-downloaded DoorDash.
Yep.
Yeah,
Saw it coming.
Tough past 2 weekends.
I get it.
But maybe you know what?
We'll miss you.
You know what? Hold on.
We're doing it again.
A second.
Are we doing this again? Okay.
Get on out of here. All right, it's either remove app.
I see it.
Get out of there.
I'll see you in a week, buddy.
Get out of there.
Yeah. He's like,
hey, guess what?
As it's being
Get
deleted.
Get out of there too, Uber Eats.
Oh!
Nobody wants you.
As you delete it, it just whispers like, I'll see you soon.
But now what if Sydney offers to DoorDash? Does that
if she's the one that offers, that's fine. As long as you didn't instigate.
Claire DoorDash?
Occasionally.
Okay. So it's okay if
she also
Sydney
specifically does not Uber Eat because she like protested no.
Oh.
Because customer support was like terrible to her.
Oh, okay.
So she's like,
go DoorDash. We're DoorDash family here.
Yeah. And then she's like, maybe we try Grubhub. Dude, Grubhub's trash.
I feel like, yeah.
I feel like everywhere they have nothing. And even like where I am, I'm like, this is trash.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I feel like the DoorDash is like the Toyota Camry of like the food. It's just a good, reliable. It's always there. It'll go when you turn the ignition and it goes. You know, it's always reliable.
Don't talk about Toyota
Camry is a great reliable car.
Yeah, it is disgusted to be compared to Grubhub. You kidding me?
No. I was saying
DoorDash.
I was saying DoorDash is a Toyota Camry.
Oh, I thought you were.
I would say no.
Yeah.
Grubhub
I thought you were saying
like,
Grubhub. I was like,
Grubhub is like the Honda Civic with a boom on the back.
Yeah,
that,
like 91. That's just broken down. Needs to be put down, but.
All right, can I go on a rant for a second here about DoorDash, or like if you are
you
a
haven't
DoorDash,
been ranting? Okay.
So if I buy if you are a DoorDash deliverer or anything or
courier
delivery, yeah. Do not put the drinks in front of the screen door. I can't open my door without knocking over my drinks. You know, So don't put it right. And I get it. Like you're just trying to put it right in front of the door. Very nice gesture. I've had it happen. Like I counted. It was like the past like 6 times. 6 like out of 6 times, like it happens like 4 times. So I have to like knock or go through my garage door around, pick it up, and then like come out that way. Cause then it just kind of falls over. Cause I have like a screen door and then a door. So yeah. So if you are a DoorDash deliverer, just kind of a little bit back, that's all. Or to the side,
Okay,
that's the only thing I've ever written to DoorDash.
Here's the tech. We used to have like a little outdoor table, like a little mini square we just put right next to the door, so they don't have to guess where to put it. Bop, they just put it on top of the table.
Oh, we have a little crate too, but I don't know if it's like a fuck you, like you know what I mean, like. Because then, like, whenever someone does that, I'm like, oh, they hated that I just ordered McDonald's and I live 2 blocks down from the McDonald's. Like that's their slight fuck you.
Nah, if I was them, I'm like, you keep me in business. Keep being lazy.
No, like the worst part. Okay, keep you in business, but like also follow my orders, please, because this is a service. But I'm just like, leave it by the literal chair, by the door. I even type it. I'm like, please don't ring doorbell. Leave it by the open chair next to the door. And then they're just like, hey, left it on your doorstep. And it's like,
bruh. You gotta like
rings doorbell 3 times.
Here's like the point of view of my bag, like me trying to get around my door.
Well, I guess I just don't have that issue because I don't have a screen door and my front door opens in. I don't have to worry about.
Well, my door opens in, but
you have a screen door.
Out.
Yeah, the screen door goes outward. So it's just...
yeah, that is. Just get rid of screen door. Easy. There you go.
Yeah,
just
dude,
bust that. Boosh.
A party town like I do. You gotta security.
The porch door is the big security. I don't know if that's.
No one's busting through that thing.
That's a solid line of defense right there.
Yeah, I mean that's really all you do is just turn in.
Squeak. So there's a lot going on. We got again Mortal Kombat coming out tomorrow, which I'm excited to see. I'm really hoping. Well, one, Claire's like, I know nothing about Mortal Kombat. It just looks really violent. I'm like, that's all you need to know. Yeah, like that's
nailed it.
Perfect. Yeah, you know everything you need to going in.
It just looks really violent. She just had like the take of every like 30 to 45-year-old woman, like about Mortal Kombat,
which is perfectly fine. That's like it's kind of like
that's
Transformers. I came here to watch robots fight.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. I came here to see just absolute over the top kills.
Now, if she was like, isn't that the one with like Raiden, who's like the son of God, and then like he and has to go into the realm of Mortal Kombat, and they have a tournament to.
And it's like, wait a second, what? Which, speaking of which, I just saw Russell Crowe is apparently going to play Zeus in Thor, Love and Thunder.
Like Thor, Love and Thunder,
whatever it's called. Which for a second I was like, wait a second, they recast him because wasn't he Superman's dad? And then I'm like, no, that's DC, and they don't overlap like that.
Russell Crowe. Oh, I see. I thought you were saying Russell Crowe's like adoptive dad.
What?
No, not Russell Crowe's adoptive dad. Superman's adoptive dad. I thought you were saying he was Russell Crowe. I was like, is he?
No, he's not.
I was like, damn, that's Russell Crowe.
Yo, speaking of Russell Crowe,
fighting around the world.
Did you guys know the dude who plays? Spoilers for the next 10 seconds. The dude who plays new fake Captain America and Falcon and Winter Soldier is Russell Crowe's son.
Wait, really?
No, not Russell Crowe. It's the
Russell Crowe.
The dude. The dude
you're right.
Star-Lord shoots.
That guy. What? What's his name?
It's Russell something.
Does no one here know who Russell Crowe is?
No, I always get the two mixed up too, Blue.
Yeah, I do. I got to mix
Who's the bad guy? Who's Star-Lord's dad? That guy.
Yeah, who's Star-Lord's dad?
His name I couldn't tell you, but I know what he looks like.
Is it Russell?
He's
in Hateful Eight, bro. He's in a lot of shit.
I mean, he's in what the fudge is that? The Big Lebowski, right?
Yeah. That guy.
Wait, no. See, now I'm even getting confused. Fucked. I haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy. I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. No. I've never seen. That's I can do nothing for you, son.
Oh yeah, that's totally different guy. Shit, fuck.
We're all over the place right now. Hold on.
I don't know.
Hold on. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Russell,
Cast.
Star-Lord's dad.
Yeah, hold on. Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
That's where you. That's where you get. It's the last name, not the first name.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know who Russell Crowe is then?
Yes, he's in Gladiator and like.
That
Are you not
Rocky-
entertained?
That's like the only Russell Crowe movie I think I know. And you want to know something really funny about Gladiator? I think I've told the story before. It's the first DVD my parents bought, and my dad couldn't figure out how to work the title screen to just press like enter on the remote. So he gave up. That's the only thing I remember about seeing Gladiators. We couldn't get past the title screen.
Honestly, Gladiator, a real banger.
Yeah. Oh, I watched it on a flight like 2 or 3 years ago.
For the first
My
time?
dad would
Yeah.
my dad
We couldn't get
literally
past the title.
Never stopped watching Gladiator.
Really? Your dad loves it?
Yeah, maybe he drove it into the ground for you.
He drove it into the ground for me, and that's why I still don't know what Gladiator's about. I just know it's like great background noise.
Basically, a Pythias comes to Orchetheus, and then he takes a Theseus.
Shut your dirty mouth.
Comes to the top.
He's also in A Beautiful Mind, which I'm gonna name the ones I think he did like that are really good. A Beautiful Mind. Honestly, Robin Hood was pretty bad. However, I'm just a sucker for any movie in that time period. Like
the best Robin Hood movie is the Disney one.
Well, they also made what
made
you know
like
the guy
one
from the main Jaeger pilot in the first Pacific Rim? I never remember.
I
his
didn't.
name.
I never saw Pacific Rim. I said this. looks kinda
Holy
whack, never saw it.
Jesus! All right,
What the fuck?
we need a new podcast host. Like, what the fudge? Pacific Rim. What is his name? Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam, yeah.
Yeah, totally didn't know his name.
Ooh.
But he played in his
Sons of
own
Anarchy,
King
bro.
Arthur movie, I think. Yeah, King Arthur
You
Legend.
watch Sons of Anarchy, Blue?
I didn't like watch the whole thing, but like Sons of Anarchy was like hot back in the day.
I do know it was hot. It was like
Well,
a Breaking
point
Bad
is,
kinda.
he played in this King Arthur movie that came out in 2017. It had Jude Law in it. People tore that apart too. I loved it. Even though it's bad, I'm like, I don't care. It's in that time period. Like old
Mr.
medieval
Fruit.
time.
I know
I'm
it was
such
bad,
a sucker,
but
dude.
like
I'm just like literally I just like to watch things in that just portray I don't
Mr.
know.
Fruit.
It's literally just
I
the-
saw Knight on Horse.
I sleep.
I like it.
I like
Mr.
me-
Fruit, a
me like-
field Viking era.
this good. Also slept on The Nice Guys with
What is that?
freaking Drive. What's his name?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan
Yeah.
Gosling.
Ryan
Oh,
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling. He's
Wow,
hot.
we were just messing up every name right now.
We just have like a really this is why Mr. Fruit gets upset when people are like white guy with glasses. It's Mr. Fruit, and we're all over here like
Yeah, Ryan.
you guys-
the same Ryan.
yeah, that one white guy, Russell. What's his name?
Okay, I hate you all. That I don't know. Did you guys ever see that Russell Crowe and Ryan Reynolds? God, now you got messed me up.
Nice
Ryan
guy.
Gosling.
Oh,
It was
that's the
2016.
movie- That's a movie when they're like, we're detectives, and then like they like fight. Yeah, no, I never saw it.
Is actually incredible. It was hilarious. You should watch that.
I heard it's actually pretty decent.
I
Wow, budget for that was $50,000. Oh no, 50 million. My bad.
think he
I was like,
did great in Man of Steel. He had Man of Steel. He had a small part, but I think he played a great dad. He was in 3:10 to Yuma. I like that one. Some of these I still need to watch.
Are you trying to
knew
like?
you would like that one?
Are you trying to convince me he's like a great actor
No, I'm just saying like he's.
outside of Gladiator?
I feel like he hasn't done that much work recently, but maybe I just haven't watched because apparently
Didn't he
there's-
do didn't he just do that film that came out last year, or was that someone else?
Well,
Was it Russell
he did
Crowe?
Boy Erased in 2018, True History, The Kelly in 2019,
Well, what was his most recent?
The
work?
Georgetown in 2020. I don't know. They're not going by chronological date.
IMDb.
Who was
IMDb is him.
God, who was the guy that did that movie where it was like road rage, but it was like spooky and like horror
Spooky
flick.
Road Rage.
Wait, what?
It was like a road rage movie that came
Oh,
out COVID last
Unhinged?
year. Yeah, who was that?
I guess Russell Crowe. I never even heard about it. I just saw it here, 2020.
Oh, that
Unhinged.
is Russell Crowe. You're
I got it right.
Bro. Yeah, right. That movie did.
Wow,
I've heard
he
that
put
movie's
on some
very
weight for
okay.
that too.
Yeah, he's like I'm gonna kick your fucking ass, but like I'm chasing you.
Wow, was that a Russell Crowe impression? That was great.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's me, Russell Crowe from the movie Unhinged. That's my Russell Crowe impression.
Whoa.
But wow, that is eerie. I was watching. I thought I was watching the trailer.
Hey, this is me, Ryan Gosling from Russell Crowe's movie, The Nice Guys.
Hey, this is me, Ryan Reynolds. Not to be confused with Ryan Gosling, even though apparently it's Ryan Gosling.
Yo, Ryan Gosling, is that you?
Damn.
Yo, starting OnlyFans.
We own.
So how'd we get to Russell Crowe? Right, because he got cast for Thor. So that's exciting. Zeus is.
Oh wait, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah. It says
we fell
right
so
here,
far from
Thor:
the dream.
Love and Thunder will have Russell Crowe tossing lightning bolts as Zeus. They changed the title.
We like that.
Yeah, I love Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Want to see more of him?
I just love Thor. Is the same guy directing?
Waikiki Taki?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like that guy.
Love and Thunder director.
I'm sure he is.
Yep, Taika
Yay.
Waititi.
Good.
I like how they just they saw what happened to Star Wars. They're like, just have it. Just keep it, please.
I saw on Reddit yesterday, actually, I think, this little like short film he helped with called like let me actually look it up so I actually know the short film. Save Ralph. A little short film that came out recently. He like voices this little rabbit. But it's like this pseudo like short film that's actually like a piece about how terrible the cosmetic industry and stuff is on like animal testing and how like cruel it is, but it's like you're watching, it's pretty funny, and then it just gets really dark. But it's like
kind of like Happy Tree Friends kind of shit.
It's only like 3 minutes. It's really good. I saw that recently, but yeah, I'm glad he's doing it. It definitely seems like, especially since we haven't really talked about it, but especially since this whole Zack Snyder cut thing has come out, all the cast has continued to talk about how like apparently Joss Whedon just came in and just blew everything up, and not in a good way. Not like, hey, I'm gonna salvage this. Like Joss Whedon came in and was like, I'm Joss Whedon, I know what I'm doing, just listen to me, and then he ruined everything apparently. And was also terrible to the cast and crew.
For what was this again?
Justice League. Like when
no shit. When
Zack Snyder stepped off and like bring Joss Whedon in, and then he came in and just ruined everything. Yeah, apparently he's just a terrible person, which is unfortunate because he headed up one of my favorite shows, Firefly. Don't give me that face. Firefly's a great show,
bro.
What do you mean, come on, bro?
It went off the air in like 6 episodes. How great can it be?
I've told you the reason, dude. Fox. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. Imagine you're watching like Demon Slayer, and I'm like, hey, watch episode like 13, then 2, then 17, then 4.
Joss Whedon was probably
then
like,
1.
This is how this show needs to be shown because I'm Joss Whedon. I'm a badass, and I'm a fucking loser and a fucking freak.
He says that right after.
Yeah,
amazing, but also
a loser and a fucking freak.
There's all that coming out. I'm just
okay. Can we just We're a Destiny podcast. We all know that. What?
That's the
you guys
segue.
Go,
really, that's the best segue we got.
I mean, I just wanted to know because you guys wouldn't tell me. You go, well, just wait for like the podcast. So we're like looking up topics, and Mr. Fruit goes on Destiny drama, and Fruit goes, or our resident expert BlueWestlo goes, oh yeah, throw that on there, of course. And I'm like, I'm sitting over here like, say what? So,
ironically, the way I figured out about this today was I was finishing my Let's Play with Tim with Imtashed, and I'm sitting there in my Imtash. Are you there? He's like, oh, sorry, I'm just like reading this reply Blue just like did about this Destiny 2 transmog. I'm like, what?
See, Blue, people go to you, Blue. You know shit.
So I looked it up, and then sure enough, they just posted a TWAB with information. I didn't even look at the TWAB. I've just been like popcorn eating the comments, which is when I saw when I saw Blue's comments. So our resident Destiny, I know a guy.
Beep, boop, 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 boop.
Boner to Destiny guy. Are you there?
Boop, 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 boop.
Please fill us in here on the mess that is TWAB and transmog and why everyone is upset?
Well, you would think it's simple, right? You would think, oh yes, Final Fantasy and WoW and Guild Wars and ESO and every
How
other
do you mess
MMO
that
do
up?
this pretty easily, right? It's like, yeah, just do a
Yeah.
transmog system, have a currency, use that currency to transmog your gear. But Bungie said, you know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make it really annoying and terrible. So you're gonna naturally get this currency from the wild, and it's gonna randomly drop. Then you can use that currency to buy bounties, which gives you an upgraded version of that currency. And then you can turn that currency into ADA, which then allows you to transmog your gear. Okay, now here's the catch. You can only transmog up to 20 pieces of armor every season. So you can only fully transmog
2 sets.
you can only
Or,
fully
well,
transmog
4
two sets. 4 sets, well, 2 sets, whatever. 2 sets. I don't have the specifics.
But apparently
The
it's
fact
also
there's a
per
limitation.
character.
Yeah, per character. There's a limitation on how much you can transmog a season. I don't have the exact numbers. Who cares? The point is, because I forgot it, because I was so mad. Okay, well I wasn't mad. I was just like disappointed. You know, when you're disappointed in your
Right.
kid, and it's like, what do you
I know
do?
that feeling, yeah, as a parent. Yeah.
That's a bad sheesh.
So the TLDR, right, is it's
But-
like, okay, you already put like a grind, that's fine, whatever. It's Destiny. I expected there to be like a dumb grind for it.
Well, the kicker is
But then you put a bounty system for it with 3 currencies you need to transmog, and then you put limitations on it. And to top it all off, you remember the armor set from 2019? Everyone was like, hey,
Solstice Armor.
remember we bought this because we thought Armor 2.0 was going to be sick, and then you made it useless. And it's been 2 years, and finally we get transmog, and it's still useless because you can't put the glows in the transmog system.
Wait, you can't?
Haha, nope.
Oh my god.
Get you baited.
It's like you they play T-ball and like the ball is like just in front of them. And it's like not only do you like miss the ball, like the bat flies out of your hand, it goes into the nicest car in the parking lot's windshield, hits the guy's cell phone. Little did you know that Secret Service to the White House, that's the nuclear bomb cell phone button, and you let off a nuke.
Boosh.
Like, how can you? All you had to do was swing the ball. The worst that can happen is you get a strike, right?
Well, here's
no.
the thing, Rob.
A nuclear bomb is going off now, Bungie.
You have that limitation to grind those resources, or you could just MTX it all. So you can buy as much as you want. And that's the problem. It seems like they want to make it much more, it's a microtransaction thing. And if you want, you can grind for it. It's going to take a while. And even though this is a thing we promised and should just be in the game, but you can Omega shortcut.
This is the thing for me, right? It's like what is Eververse helping? Because if it's funding the seasons, okay, where's that at?
This game's ass.
If it's funding, like, we can't even get an armor transmog system that every other game just has.
And like, I feel like every game kind of follows the same kind of method to their transmogs, and it all just kind of works. I think
but that's the thing, right? Like, you have literally Division is, oh, you unlock this, it's in your transmog list. And I'm not like asking for things to be like super
just given to you or something.
Yeah, I'm not asking for things to just be free, but I am asking, why have you essentially made the only way to freely transmog cost money in this game when transmog should already be in a game of this caliber? Like, not everything that comes to the game has to be, for it to be optimal, has to be paid. Because at this point, every other game does it. I don't know. It's just weird to me because you still have a couple people defending it, and it's like, just like, why don't you ask for better from?
What is possible to defend here? Like, is like to play devil's advocate. What is a positive from this?
Well, I mean, obviously, people were like, "Oh, did you expect to just get it for free?" And it's like, well, no, I expected currency at least. Like, that's fine.
But okay, so like, if I was like, ooh, I have these 4 sets of helmets that I want to do, So it's like 25 pieces altogether. I have to pick my favorite of the 20, and that's the only sets I can do
for that
like,
season or whatever.
yes.
Yeah.
If you don't want to pay money, then yes.
How much? Wait, how much do I have to pay if I want to do more than 20?
I'm sure they haven't posted like
I
specifics.
think
Maybe they
someone
did, I
did the
don't know.
math.
I saw math class do a tweet, and it was about like, and they kind of compared it to CS:GO skins. So let me see if I read this correctly. Because my reply was sheesh, because I just saw Dragon Lore. I see Dragon Lore. I reply sheesh.
That's
Well,
when
if you
Rob's
guys
like,
could pull up
I
the Paul
understand.
Tassi tweet, I think he has math behind it too. But basically, it's very predatory.
Yeah, I have it. So it's so this is from user par Isito1234.
Thank you,
So it
Par
says-
Isito1234.
Thank you,
It says
Parisito.
4,071 legendary armor pieces, assuming everyone is purchased. Okay, whatever that means. If you buy every template as a one-off, that's 1,221,300 silver, equals just a little over 10K. If you only buy $50 bundles, 12.2K. If only $5, so if you buy the $5 bundle, 814,200 silver, 6,785 with only $50 bundles, 8.15K. So I guess to transmog every piece of armor, it would cost $8,000 is what I'm getting at.
It's pretty nuts.
It's
Now,
ridiculous.
like, obviously, is someone like, was anyone wanting to probably to have every single transmog piece, like ever? I don't know.
I think it's kind of to
Obviously
put
not.
it in like hindsight of how just ridiculous it is.
But that's
Obviously not. But the point is, right? Like, it's just like what is our money going toward? If they're asking us for more money for a system that we've been asking for years, and to top it all off, we can't even like we can't even do it for free without having a limit.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if it was like this is going towards the Destiny 2 Raid 1 winners pool or something like that, you know? But we don't know where the silver goes. Like if they did like a Dota thing, but which I'm sure
when I feel like
Destiny-
they're already making plenty from Eververse. I don't know.
and didn't
It
they
just feels
like get like a big
greedy.
like
But
what's the word I'm looking for? Did they just get a big backing again or something like that?
well, so that's the thing. They just opened up like the new office, whatever, and they're like expanding. But that's the thing. It's for whatever their new game is, assumingly. So I was actually talking to Mtash about this when we were playing Temtem. I'm at the point where, because like, for instance, like PvP is in a terrible state, and it has been for a while now. And we keep being told like we're working on work. And realistically, I was saying like, really, we've struggled with PvP since Trials of the 9 when they took it out, and we still have yet to really get like a full. All right, here we are. This is like our focus on what we're doing with PvP. It's the same, like, we're renewing our focus on PvP, and we'll be looking at it going, it's like you've been saying that every year. So is it because, like, majority of your team now, maybe that PvP team is working on this new game? I don't know. But I literally said, at this point, I am fine if you take PvP out of the game, if it means Destiny can be its best version of PvE. Because at this point, anyway, it just seems like PvP is holding this thing back. And I'm at the point where I'm saying take PvP out of the game and just because like clearly it's difficult to balance, and whatever pipeline system you guys have and stuff is making everything super difficult. So it's like if Destiny could be the PvE game we all wanted, kind of like Warframe. Like I think that's PvP, but like no one plays it.
Fix it. Like just understand what the fuck it is, you know? Just have like arena systems or something that WoW has and just have a meta. I don't know. Just understand what it is. It doesn't need to be this crazy thing that you try and make it be. Like people can go and play it, but just understand it sucks ass. I saw that people are playing on Stadia just to avoid cheaters.
It's sad, but also probably true.
I didn't realize if you play on Stadia, you get like Stadia servers.
Yeah, well, because nothing's crossplay yet. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. Like this season has had its highs for Destiny. Like I do think they're doing some right stuff, but like It's just like another oof. Like they're just coming at it all at the wrong angle. Like every time they announce something, they like
It's like Super League.
yeah. Like they're like, hey, we're finally doing this cool thing we wanted you to, but here's a way we messed it up. Or like, it's like you just always miss the mark.
Like, hey, remember that peanut butter and jelly you wanted? Well, here's a jelly sandwich. It's like, look,
but you can get peanut butter for $5. Yeah,
I'm just a disappointed parent.
What did you say, Blue? Can I read what you said to them? Or
Oh, I'll read it real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
This week at Bungie, Ada is preparing to take your money. And so I replied, it shouldn't need to be said, but making armor transmog another grind that requires 3 parentheses, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, sets of resources is simply ridiculous. Putting limitation on it is even more ridiculous. I misspelled evens. Oh my god, I have a typo.
oh my god.
This isn't the way for transmog. And then like that was my tame approach. And then I was like, as I finished reading through it and I saw that you couldn't even use the 2019, 2018 glows, I was like, all right, that's it. I'm gonna let it rip. I was like, also, oh my god, people have been saying for 2 years to do something about the 2019 Solstice armor, and now that transmog is here, it's left in the wayside somehow again. People spent money on that armor hoping you would respect them in Armor 2.0, and 2 years later, still nothing.
sheesh, tell them, Blue.
Yeah,
Go off, Queen.
louder for the people in the back.
Yeah, go off.
Go off, King.
I'm sure like it seems like there's a lot of replies in here. Damn, Blue, you ratioed them. I mean, they still have more likes than you, but ratio. In my book.
Ratio. Yeah, I don't know. I just got very annoyed because it's like they're like, yeah, guys, like this, like 2020 Solstice, like they literally were like, yeah, 2020 Solstice armor, don't worry, it's gonna be in 2.0, it'll be fine. And in 2.0, like they literally gave you the lowest rolls possible, so it's useless.
So what would be your fix, Blue or Mr. Fruit? Like, what is the fix to transmog?
We'll just have it be easier to get. Like, it's fine if there's some microtransaction to it, whatever. There's always that like
no cap,
pay
like
to skip something, whatever. Like
no cap on the 26.
On the 26.
Like how many like armor you can do by?
Yeah. Well, like there shouldn't be a cap. There should be less resources. It shouldn't be like so roundabout, and have it be like more rewarding. It shouldn't be like every time you get to transmog armor, you're like sitting there sweating. You're like, this is the only time. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to transmog again. Like I got to make this count. Like I don't think it should be that case. I think it should be a little more forgiving.
And be like,
again,
I've saved this for so long. Like I want to do this.
Yeah, because again, too, this is fashion. It's not even like. But that's the thing too. Like they already sell armor in Eververse as exclusive. But I don't know. My fix would just be no cap, and wouldn't also hurt to make it a little more forgiving as far as grinding and all the resources and everything.
Yeah. What about you, Blue? What would you like yours fix be?
It's the same as every other more fleshed out game. Just have a currency that you have to like. It could be as punishing as you want. Like, be like, you have to pay 500 legendary shards, a masterwork core, or something, and to buy stuff people already have. You have to use that to buy this I don't know, synthesoid dick. And okay, you can use that one synthesoid dick to make your armor a universal ornament and be like, boom, that's it. Like, it's simple. Even just as simple as having, you get these bounties per week to get a synthesoid cock. All right, like, cool. That's even better. Don't be like, synthesoid prisms drop randomly. Okay, now you have to buy a bounty with those synthesoid prisms to get a synthesoid dick ring. And now you can transmit that synthesoid dick ring into a synthesoid fucking STD. Okay, now you can get what you want.
Now I can finally get crabs.
We're in the end game now.
It would make sense if I were like in other MMOs, it makes sense that there's steps. But there's alternate steps to get what you want because there's so many currencies. It's like, here, use these different currencies to get this one thing to get what you want. Whereas Destiny, it's like, you have to do these 3 linear steps every single time to get what you want, as opposed to just having one centralized currency for this system that every other game does, but we have to complicate it because we're Bungie. I love you, Bungie, but please, it doesn't have to be Bungified all the time. It's okay for your ideas to not be the same as someone else's idea, because those ideas are often better than yours. It's okay. It's okay.
You don't have to reinvent every wheel.
Yeah, the first idea, get the cap off, like where you can only do so many in a season. That is like,
especially when there's so many legendary items.
Yeah, like you really think that somebody's gonna sit there and like if they do them all, like sick, like they play your fucking game a ton. Like at least reward the player, like it, in a sense that like every time they like Destiny can or Bungie can reward the player, they like punish them somehow instead of like being like, you know what. You guys have waited on this Destiny Solstice 2.0 armor. For those who actually waited and kept it, it looks like this now. Like, whoa, thanks, Bungie. Instead, they're like, fuck you. And they kick you in the balls.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just another blunder. They need some positive headlines.
I think I don't think I've seen people this angry, or not angry,
since like
but
last week.
No, I think this is one of the few times where I have seen
pretty
like 99% of people. Obviously, there's some outliers because like Destiny's the only game they play, and they're like weird. But like for the most part, like most people are like, "Yo, like this is definitely not the way you do it, my man's." Yeah, so I mean, that's cool. But unfortunately, when Bungie shares stuff with the group, it's usually, yeah, this is how it's going to be. We'll take your feedback, but you're going to have to play with what we showed you.
We'll fix it in a year or two.
When does Vaulted Glass come out?
Next season, right?
I think so. Pretty soon. I just don't think I'll be light level.
That like Destiny video that you were talking about?
I'm so down for Vaulted Glass.
I need to. Yeah. Yeah, Destiny's Destiny.
Yeah.
And I think like part of the problem too with Destiny is like a lot of the people are of the mind of like, if you love the game, it's the only game you're able to play. If you're playing something else, then like a lot of the streamers talk about like they try and play something else and come back, but bro, you left us, dude. Like we don't want you anymore. They're like gatekeeping because you actually play other games. It's perfectly fine to play other games. In fact, I even remember that was something that Deej always tried to put across. Like, we know you love the game. There's other games out there. It's perfectly fine to play our game, put it down, play something else, and come back.
Please.
But it feels like the community, it's like an all or nothing, or like this. Even if you like, you have a negative opinion or something, it's like, bro, you're just a hater, man. Or like this, like you don't even play the game anymore. I have played quite a bit this season.
You have been playing a little bit,
but I don't know. For me too, it's just like PvP. Like I might like Destiny 2 if there wasn't any PvP, because then I wouldn't be sad about it, and then go try and play it and be like, woof.
Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
Okay, listen up here. That soap you're using, it's awful for you. It's packed with harsh chemicals, synthetic detergents, and it's brutal on your skin. If you're ready to step up your game to soap that's natural, great for your skin, and doesn't smell like a middle school locker room, Dr. Squatch is where it's at. Dr. Squatch is changing the way men approach hygiene with their natural personal care products that make you feel like a man and smell like a champion. All of Dr. Squatch's soaps are made in the US with the finest ingredients nature has to offer. That means natural cleansers and nourishing ingredients that are natural and great for your skin. I love the pine tar smell, and I love the kind of exfoliating feeling it gives me. It feels like it's like real soap, not kind of like that, like, I don't know, that fake stuff. Right now, new customers can get 20% off on orders of $20 or more when they go to drsquatch.com and enter code DSCGG. That's drsquatch.com, code DSCGG for 20% off orders of $20 or more. You guys want to guess the last time I played Destiny 2? I'm looking at it on Steam right now.
Probably 6 months ago.
I'm going to say
6 months ago.
I'm going to say, when did the DLC come out? I'm going to say like mid-October.
Mid-November is the answer. November 21st. So I think like 6 months is pretty right on the nose, Blue.
Ooh,
Kind of
I'm
close.
nuts.
I think it's like 5 months.
Because that's when I think the DLC came out in November. Yeah, I was like, whatever month the DLC came out. Shortly after
November
that.
21st, 2020.
Well, here's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully something a little bit, but like I'm also everyone else is way more upset than me. I'm just kind of like
He's
it
eating
is what it is.
popcorn while watching the flame burn.
Actually, I'm eating my peanut butter filled pretzels. Delicious.
Oh, I'm a fan of those.
I only
Big fan.
discovered them like a week ago, dude. I wish I never did
What?
because like
they're just.
I think I talked about this is like the third one I've gone through, bro. Like it's not good.
They're seriously so easy, just kind of
pop them in, dude.
They're like the perfect size, the perfect amount of peanut butter. Like I love those things.
It is dangerous. Yeah.
So much nut butter.
Yeah. So that's where Destiny is. A lot of other stuff happening though. In fact, today, as the day we're recording this, Warzone has had their big update.
Yeah, dude, way to go! You got banned, and we can't ever play it with you.
Wait, you got banned?
Figured out?
No, I never got banned. It's just the same thing. Ever since like last October or whatever. Yeah. Like I try and connect and just like server disconnected. Like my account literally just cannot connect. And they've never fixed it. It's never worked. Apparently Bless
got it. Bless.
Yeah, talked to somebody at Activision or something. They got his account and mine working. I haven't checked mine.
Oh, what? He like talked about your account?
He said he mentioned it. Yeah, and it should work. I haven't tried it. Oh. I'm fiending to play some Warzone, dude.
Are you?
I just said I haven't even checked it.
Well, I thought you were like just.
I mean, maybe, but like here's.
Something.
So they had this big thing. This is supposed to be like the biggest thing almost to happen to Warzone since it came out. There's this event, and they nuke Verdansk, which is the map we've had. Literally, nuke just comes in, it's gone.
It's pretty cool.
And yeah, I mean that was cool. And then after that, you play on the Rebirth Island or whatever, which everyone hated when it came out. But it's like nighttime, and you can see the nuke in the distance or whatever. And then today it releases, and now you're playing Verdansk, but back in like 1984 or whatever, 83. 85. You go back in time, and they have this trailer. I'm like, wow, it's like a whole new map. That's crazy. Then I tune into Nick Merck's stream, and they're literally like flying around to see what's new. I'm like, oh, that's the same. That's the same. And as somebody who hasn't played Warzone since like, what, July or something, I recognized almost everything. I was like, what's changed about this?
So it's not a new map?
Like maybe like 3 points of interest have changed, maybe. Like they were literally going around, and I was like, that's not new. That's not. One of the frozen lakes is now not frozen. I was like, that's different.
It is like 1985 Verdansk. Like I guess they got away with like a reskin of a.
But like literally.
Yeah, get fucked.
Yeah, I was watching.
Is everybody pissed about it?
I'm sure they were just buying. Like he had 250,000. I'm sure he's like, this is the greatest thing ever. I love this map. Yeah. But I was like, man, like the way they showed it, like they debated me. I was like, whoa, this is like a big overhaul. And I couldn't. They flew over Superstore and were like, it looks different. And I was like, it kind of just looks like Superstore, bro.
I'm not kidding you. My normie friend who is like just kind of living, he's a firefighter, normal guy, just a gamer, tweets trying to find the differences between this new Warzone map and the old one. And it's a guy with a magnifying glass.
See, I'm not crazy, dude. I literally tuned in.
And he's just like a normie gamer, just is like playing Warzone when he has free time kind of game.
That's why I tuned in, because I expected like, whoa, okay, like this is gonna be, and I'm looking, I'm like, what? That was me too. I'm in the stream. They're in a helicopter, like going over. I'm like, that's the same thing it was a year ago. That's the same thing it was a year ago. That's the same thing it was a year ago. So it's crazy to me. I don't know. They just debated me. Like the trailer, it has a sick Eye of the Tiger remix. I'm buying into it. Like sick.
Eye of the Tiger.
And so I'm like, I'm gonna go tune into a Warzone stream for the first time in like a year, and then that's what I got.
Big Nick Merckx.
Well, I follow him, so he's just the top on my list. So I just clicked it real quick. I didn't actually go into the directory, I suppose. Yeah. You on me?
I wish I could do that. You know, like when I streamed, like just didn't give a shit, and like I knew that this was my pose. You know. No,
I know a 250,000 people are watching me, just like, yo, on me.
If you guys can't see, for audio listeners, we're doing the Nick Merckx forehead pose.
where you're so close to the camera, all you really get is the billboard.
Yeah, and I think he just gets it at that point, like he just is like,
well, that's his gamer pose. Like he's
uses
always,
like the Astro mic, like
yeah,
where
more
it's
power
just
to him.
gamer mic.
Yeah. So yeah, that was just strange. Like this whole event and then this reveal, and it just seemed very underwhelming. And that's from a completely outside perspective. Again, as a guy who hasn't played Warzone, one because I haven't even been able to if I wanted to.
I mean, my boy Chase making me feel like it's almost kind of the take of the like the
normies, yeah. But
too.
clearly,
yeah,
I'm not alone here, and so it was just a bit bizarre. But like I guess. Oh, and the big thing too is everyone was worried they were going to swap to the Black Ops Cold War engine, and they didn't. And that's the one thing everyone's happy about. They're like, okay, it's the same. Thank God. Apparently, everyone hates the Cold War engine and everything. Well, because to be fair, it is just kind of like a scuffed Modern Warfare one. But that's just it.
I thought it was fun. I liked Black Ops.
It wasn't bad, but like
I didn't play a lot of Modern Warfare though, so like.
But so, yeah, everyone, it just kind of looks like the same thing, which is cool. And I'm just surprised, like it's still so popular, which is fine. I'm glad people are enjoying it. But it's just like, unlike Fortnite, for instance, like it seems like so many battle royales either have to or still try to just iterate pretty often. But Warzone, for the most part, seems like it's been pretty much the same thing for a really long time.
Well, I just feel
but it's still going steady.
I feel like Warzone is like what we were asking for when we were in high school.
Yeah.
So like
That's
now
true.
the people who were like in our high school kind of days, like just kind of play Warzone.
Yeah.
I just never play it ever. I would if you like wanted to play it, but like
well, I know there's still such a bad like cheating problem too and everything, which is crazy. Yeah. But
that's another thing. Like that's almost why I don't like free to play games, because I feel like it will make your player base huge. But I almost feel like with free to play, you open that Pandora box to cheaters.
Like, don't get me wrong too. When I played Warzone, I liked it. I just haven't like missed it, if that makes sense.
I agree. When you haven't been playing it, I haven't been like, dude, let's play Warzone. Figure it out. Like
I spent like a couple hours that day trying to figure it out, like opening ports, turning things on and off, change BIOS, set it like router, blah blah blah.
But that was probably more so for content and like the views and
right.
kind of.
But that's just it. It didn't work.
You playing it,
and it's been like 9 months, and I haven't put any more effort to figure it out. I was just kind of like, well,
no, it doesn't work.
But unlike that, what I am hyped about, Apex Legends, baby. Now we're talking. First off, Blue, have you been keeping up with this recent Apex news?
No.
What the fudge? You're not a real Titanfall fan, dude. Oh my god.
This is like Titanfall kind of.
Yeah, this is sick. So there was a new cinematic for the new character coming out in season 9, I think. But now they're not even numbering it. It's going to be Apex Legends Legacy. And her name is Valkyrie. But she is the daughter of call sign Viper, I believe, who is a guy you actually fight and kill in the Titanfall 2 campaign. And so they go through, and it's pretty much just like tons of like nods and homages to Titanfall, which was sick. And you come to find out like her little mech thing that she's using, it literally has the North Star missiles. Super sick. Yeah, in the thing she's like riding pilots. You see it. You see like the militias fighting in the air. Oh, so dope. It got me super hyped. Titanfall 3, please. But what's happening is, one, she's coming out, which is sick. But then they've been teasing, and there's been leaks about this arena thing. And now it's officially happening. The gameplay reveal happens April 26th. But it's Apex Legends Arenas, and the like slogan they're running with right now is "Go Beyond Battle Royale." And I think at this point it's pretty much confirmed it's some sort of a PvP mode now, like multiplayer. We don't know anything else what will it look like aside from that. But all I know is we're that much closer. So far, we've got the Titanfall 3 multiplayer just without the Titans. So maybe eventually they'll throw in some Titans.
gonna be the year of the arena shooters. Like that, the arena shooter kind of makes its comeback.
I don't know.
So. That'd be sweet.
I wouldn't mind it. I guess I'm too of the point, like, I like battle royales and I'll play battle royales, but I would like it that the next big release isn't a battle royale, something else, you know.
But you just said Halo has to have a battle royale.
Oh, but I think it does. That's what I'm saying. Like right now, though, like you
have it
can't
as an
not.
option.
Yeah.
I like every shooter these days. Like, there's no shooter that is successful on a mainstream scale without having a BR mode.
It's not even like a separate thing anymore. Think of it as pivotal as like a team deathmatch mode, right?
Yeah.
At this point, it's like you have multiplayer, you need a battle royale. And at least for these AAA games, because like rewind when, you know, like PUBG was a thing. And, you know, some people like this BR thing's cool, but it's a fad, and then Fortnite came. And then it's gotten to the point now where it's like the BR is the thing right now.
Did you just floss?
I would stand up and floss, but I don't have pants on.
I'm seeing enough movement out there. Well done.
I'm not seeing enough movement, Rob.
Get it? Yeah. So yeah, I
It's
do
hard
think
to do it when I'm sitting down.
I do think Halo needs it, and that's the thing is like battle royale is fun, but for me as a gamer, I'd also like to be able to like swap in. Like when I played Modern Warfare, I think I liked playing Warzone more because I had the two different things to hop in between. And I really liked how my progress and my guns from the normal multiplayer could then be used in Warzone, and I could see all that stuff. Or like the camos. So that was cool. Same thing with like Halo Battle Royale. I'd probably like it and then be like, yo, this is cool. Yo, let's go play some like MLG playlists for a while. Sick. Let's go play some like Action Sack. Let's go back to BR.
Variety. People like variety in shooters. You can't have a successful shooter without variety.
Well, some of these, I think the reason why Battle Royales work so well is because the flow of the game is so different. Every game feels different, which is why it feels like variety. And it takes longer in between games. It's not like 5-minute matches over and over and over again to where maybe it saturates it easier. But all I know is I've been addicted to Apex, and now they're popping off even more. Let's get it.
Yeah, it's fun.
As far as I can say, I think they're doing everything right. So I'm hyped. I can't wait to see the PvP arena. That was the other big announcement this week. Are there any other big game announcements?
I don't know. I don't think so, right?
I don't think so either. Could be wrong.
That's something that coming in June, but I don't remember. I feel like something got a release date.
I don't know. It's been some of the gaming drama. But Tim has been a lot of fun too, the new update. Very nice, you. I approve. And then let me just double check. Has there been like anything recent? I will say, Rob and I did Halo 3 custom night. Felt like I was in high school, yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing that like every Saturday.
It was a nice throwback. Like when we were just playing the rat race at the very beginning, I was like, bro, feel like a kid again.
Yeah, it was like because we had like a lobby of 16 fill up pretty quickly, which was really cool because they make joining really easy. I don't see anything. Only thing popular is like Diablo 2 that kind of came out a little bit, right?
Oh, the like remaster or something.
But I've never.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Jeff.
Yeah, wait.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that League of Legends fighting game.
Oh,
or that
that's
Riot
right.
fighting game.
Yo, how did we miss these two things? Okay, you go first.
Well, I just see it. Well, it was a TFT thing, but it reminded me about the Riot had a fighting game.
Yeah, Big Pog next Wednesday, new TFT set, Reckoning. Freaking let's get it. Oh, I'm going. When TFT comes out, bro, I grind that for like 2 weeks,
Me too.
bro.
It's weird.
I no life that for like 2 weeks. And then
you might see a couple TFT streams. I'm
probably gonna be streaming it. Well, like because I wasn't streaming as much when I've been grinding it, but I'll grind and I hit like diamond, and I'm like, okay, I'll come back next set, and then that's what I do. That's what I do.
I wish they gave us like a cool like printy or something, like for hitting diamond or something.
Well, I know they're supposed to give skins. I still need the contact support. I actually got diamond once and they didn't give me the diamond skin. I was very upset. Yeah. So that was frustrating. But then they also give you like little
Like little banners.
Well, like stickers or whatever. Like you can use them like in the game of League. You can like use little emotes.
Oh.
So I can like show off, hey, I'm Diamond TFT, I'm a nerd. And they're like,
I play this game a lot.
they're like, great, but you're an Iron 4 League player. So what does that have to do?
Please, you're feeding down mid.
Yeah, I don't care if you're good at TFT.
Go back to TFT.
Go back from whence you came. So I'm excited about that. But Project, what is it? Project L or Project? I don't know. Project A or I don't know. Whatever their code name is for it. It's the League fighting game. Which the only news we've ever gotten about that was when Riot Games officially revealed that they're Riot Games. And that's when they first showed Valorant. They showed that. They showed Wild Rift. They showed what is going to be the Ruined King. That should be releasing sometime soon. They showed the Action RPG League game. And so apparently there is tomorrow, I think, the 23rd of April, is an in-person event at Riot for people to come and play test it. Which means...
And you're going!
Yeah. And you're going to see me there. No. Yeah, Shark was like, have fun, fruit. And I was like, bro, I wish.
No, that was me. I was like...
Oh, is that you?
Fruit,
yeah. Yeah, Frowny. I was like, bro, I wish, Frowny. And so I feel like, especially if it's like it got leaked like that, like it must be going to some more public figures, which means it's got to be further along, right? Like,
you gotta think. I like alpha stage at least.
Right, like this isn't like we're just getting playtesters. They've been doing that in-house.
Well, I think they like know if it's like a 2D side or if it's going to be like a.
I mean, from what we saw, it's 2D. I really hope it's 2D, and I feel like
really,
it's going to be.
You don't want like 3D kind of movement.
It's not the same,
even if
especially
it's kind of
competitive. No, I love one as a spectator. 2D are way more interesting to me, and actually playing as well. I just like 2D more. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe the new age likes 3D more. But if we look at it traditionally, I mean, the most popular fighters are all 2D fighters.
Yeah.
Which isn't to say the graphics are 2D, but if people don't know, like you exist on one plane, one axis, and then but that's exciting because I can't wait for that because that's just another Riot game that will.
Who would you main? Like if it was League Champions and they like, who would be like the?
I mean, so far the only two people we know confirmed are Ari and Darius because they were in the thing. And I love Darius, so I can already tell you, Darius is currently my number one pick.
I bet Set will be in it. Set seems like a good fighting.
Well, see, like champion. I wouldn't have thought of like Ari, so that's why I have no idea like who they're gonna choose. Like, but yeah, I mean, Set like he's literally he's just a fist fighter, so it would make sense.
Who's your Aurelian Soul? Maybe we see Blue's Aurelian Soul.
Just a giant galactic dragon.
No, I vibe very heavy with the Yasuo aesthetic.
Oh,
so if they,
I would be shocked if they didn't, because Yasuo is like
he's so like
super popular. Boy. Yeah, he's up there, so I would be surprised if they didn't. Like same with like
is
Zed.
He using comp a lot?
Yasuo, he can be. And when the enemy has him, when the enemy has a Yasuo, he's like 10-0. And when I have a Yasuo, he's 0-10. So
naturally,
yeah, this sucks. But they also released his brother, Yon, who's actually now like stronger than Yasuo, ironically.
Is that the scissor guy you were using?
No. That is Gwen. That's a she. She's a doll.
Oh.
But Yon came out a little while ago, but it's his brother. And they wanted to make somebody that played similar to Yasuo because no one else in the game quite plays like him, and he's super popular.
Kind of counter. And
so if he gets banned or whatever, but he's just so broken. I hate him.
Interesting. What is he? What is he? A jungle or
mid as well?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're both mid, and I both hate them. Every time they're on enemy team, I just pucker them a ball.
What makes like a mid champion? Like when they make a like yep, that's a mid guy. Like that guy's mid.
Well, it all depends. So, for instance, mid is the shortest lane, and has equal distances to each other lane. So it's the safest lane. So you play some people, like it's all kind of complicated. It's also just kind of like meta of the game that's evolved and where the people would best go. But essentially, usually you have squishier AP champions because most mid laners are AP. Not always. You have like Yasuo who's 80. But they go mid. It's the shortest one. And that way they can also push waves and roam to lanes if they want to get advantage otherwise, or help with jungle. Whereas top, usually more bruiser-esque, but they can be tanks. Yeah, they can be tanks. And you can have some assassins up there, and there are degenerates that go like Vayne top. If you play Vayne top, you're a degenerate. I'm saying it right now. To where you can like poke out, but for the most part, it's usually more melee people. There are some ranged people in top lane that can bully.
Kennen.
Yeah, like he would be, like Jace, Gnar. Set's not ranged.
Oh, boo.
But like different matchups there and who bullies who. And then bot lane is obviously AD carry and support. And the reason that became a thing is because, one, AD carries by themselves are the weakest champs when engaged upon. Like, they've the least disengage. They're like literal glass cannons, so it's an AD carry supposed to be. So you need supports to be there to make sure they can get gold safely.
But they level really hard, right? Like,
yeah. Most AD carries scale really well. And if untouched in a team fight, like, it doesn't matter how far behind you are, you could just go absolutely ham. So you have supports there to peel for you and make sure you can get to the part of the game where you can be useful for the team, as well as not splitting gold with mid or top lane, because if you're in the same lane as someone, you're splitting XP in a wave, which you don't want to do, and possibly you don't want people contesting.
That's why you LS.
Last hit, you mean?
Oh, isn't it LS? Like last shot?
No.
I thought it was LS.
It's just last hit.
Fuck.
But well, that doesn't matter. Like, you will get the gold for last hitting, but the XP is still split.
Mm-hmm.
And that's super big early on. And then you have a jungler specifically, like, well, you don't need a jungler. Well, you have a jungler so that there's someone else in the game that can level alongside everyone else without needing to take any of that XP and gold. So they get to do it on their own. And then on top of that,
that's what you do.
Yeah, I jungle. And then they can also influence other lanes.
Do you jungle so people like in your group are like, oh, thank God we have a jungler. Like, he'll do it.
I actually just did it at the start because all my friends played everything else. I didn't have a choice. I was like, I guess I'm playing jungle. And then it just happened that I liked a lot of the people that could jungle.
It's very 5D chess.
Yeah, and at this point, dude, it's gotten to the point where like you have to be so big brain, and it's exhausting. But when you pop off, you pop off.
Would you say the best players on the team are the junglers, or
like in a professional team, for instance?
Yeah.
It depends. Sometimes I might argue support because
is it the most important position.
Because on most teams, support is IGL. So, like, they not only have to focus on helping bot lane and everything, but they're playing the entire macro game. They're talking with everyone, making the entire game plan. Everyone else inputs, but it seems like for the most part, supports are the ones that do the shot calling and whole macro. And on top of that, there's a whole bunch of meta right now where supports roam as well with junglers to get early kills and stuff.
My entire understanding when I was playing Paragon is that support was always the hardest role because support is playing the whole map.
Well, in League, that would be jungler most of the time, at least early game. But support, at least in a professional team, plays the entire map. And I would definitely say in a professional sense, it would be support. But in a random game, supports sometimes just turn their brains off, sit bot lane. Yeah. Like, there's this character, Yumi. I hate her. You literally just, you're a cat, and you attach to somebody.
Like, yeah, that was, she was a spellcaster.
And she just she'll literally, when she attaches to you, she goes invulnerable. And she's just chilling on you. And she can use abilities to, like, buff you up, and she can just kind of shoot, like, literally like a homing thing. Like, you can just autopilot with her.
She's like the kind of she's the carry if you're getting carried in like yeah, low like ranks, you just pick Yuri and you'll get carried by whatever AD carry you have.
I got with a duo queue where a guy on my team was like gold 2, and then someone else on my team was like silver 4. And I'm like, there's no, whoa. I'm in gold. I'm like, why in the world do I have a silver 4 player in my lobby? It's because he's duo queuing with the gold 2 player, and he only plays Yumi, the silver 4 person. So he just sticks on somebody and then just hopes to get carried the entire game.
Did you guys win?
We did. No thanks to Yumi. So it's okay. But
it's okay.
Yeah, we did win. I popped off. I don't know where all this.
What's your rank right now?
I'm gold 4. It's
4.
Constantly going from gold 4 to gold 3 to gold 4 to gold 3 to gold 4 to gold 3.
What's your highest rank ever? Like your prime league?
Gold 1. I never pushed hard enough. I honestly think if I pushed, I could go somewhere to plat. I don't think I could hit diamond.
You should have a month where like you just dedicate every Twitch stream to trying to get to diamond.
I don't know if that's good for anyone's mental. But that's the problem too. Is like if I'm busy doing that, I'm not making actual YouTube content because no one on YouTube. My audience is maybe like 5% play League and understand
you gotta
it.
grind League because like if you're trying to get from Gold 4 to Diamond in a month,
That's a grind, and the jump in skill from there is not small.
I mean, you could go 26-0, you'd be there. Like
Easy. Well, actually, I wouldn't. You need a lot more than that.
what?
Yeah.
If you won 26 games?
Yeah, you wouldn't. I wouldn't be there. And that's the thing too. Is like recently I was like a 9-loss streak, and the sad thing was every game, early game as jungler, I had great influence. I was doing well. Counter jungled, got some kills for my.
Got his red buff, I bet at some point.
Yeah, like honestly, like playing pretty solid, and I've been very critical recently. Like I was like, you know what, maybe I'll start trying to grind. So I'm like being critical of my own play. And I look back and I was like, there are very few things I could have done differently, and it would not have impacted these 9 games in a row.
I hate that's what like sucks about those kind of games. It's like
Like
it
your
doesn't
team.
matter what you do.
Well, I forget who said it. It's pretty accurate. In League or any team-based game, there are 40% of games you're just going to lose. You're just going to lose. Doesn't matter what you do. 40% of games you're going to win. You could feed your head off, but you're going to win it. And then there's 20% of games where your individual skill might impact whether you win or lose. And so you have to ignore the 40% you're going to win no matter what, the 40% you're going to lose no matter what, and you have to focus on the 20% you can affect. And honestly, it feels very accurate. Because sometimes it's like my worst jungle game ever, and I'm like, we won. Like, I didn't deserve to get here, but my team did it. Then I'm having the game of my life, bro. And we lose in like 20 minutes. And I'm like, this is so sad.
People surrender with after first fight kind of thing.
Like my 7th game in that loss streak, I got a Cassidin mid who died 2 times to a Yasuo at 5 minutes. AFKs. Game. We have to forfeit. Like, and it's just there's a loser's queue. I'm telling you, dude. Like they see you're in that, and then they're like, we're just giving you the worst teammates every single time.
Is there an avoid teammate option in League?
But there's also such a big population. I almost never run into somebody again.
Okay.
At least like in my bracket. Like if I was in like Challenger or Diamond 1 or something, yeah, I'd probably have that problem.
But you don't have that problem.
I don't have
You're
that
not
problem.
in Challenger.
Oh, I'm not, no. So it's
I feel like you should be though. Like you're so good. Like why aren't you in Challenger?
Well, my biggest thing I'm trying to work on. So some of the tough part is like some of the good champs I could play in jungle are tanks, and sometimes I have to pick them because my team comp is just garbage otherwise. I'm like, all right, we need an engage or a tank or something. The problem is it's really hard to carry games on tanks because most of the time I'm trying to funnel gold into my laners because gold on a carry, like let's say 1,000 gold on me versus 1,000 gold onto a carry, that 1,000 gold on the carry is going to go way further than it will on me. So I'm trying to go gank, not get the last kills, get my team fed, get them ahead. But then that's the problem. Now I have to hope that they know how to take a lead and win.
Yeah.
And so I can do my part. I can try and do whatever.
They have to put the layup in.
Like,
yeah. You
like I got you there, but you got to put it in. And so that sucks in solo queue because you just can't know. And sometimes they can work with it. Sometimes they don't.
You could hold your own in a challenger lobby? Like people wouldn't know that you weren't challenger.
Probably. I'd like to be like, yeah, I'm sure they would dunk on me. I would have to just play like the safest possible pick. And just like I would probably play like some tank and I would just try and peel and be like, guys, I'm trying. But honestly, yeah, they'd probably dunk on me.
Really? I feel like you would hold your own. I feel like
the difference in skill is just
you're just stuck, you're just hard stuck. You know, you're just where you are because it's been so long.
Well, so recently, I'm gonna do it actually in like a week and a half. They have this thing called Clash in game. They find a race where it's like actual tournaments you can set up and you get a team. Well, it just so happens I have 4 friends that play League, and they play top, mid, support, and AD carry.
I didn't know you wanted me to play top.
I didn't know how to tell you. So we made this team. It's Kevin, AD carry, Corey, support, Robbie mid, and Kevin's friend Adam top. And then I'm jungle. I was like, this is perfect. And so you can like sign up and actually play in like bracketed tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one's in like a week and a half.
Whatever your MMR is, does it kind of scale you to that or no?
Yeah,
okay.
Well. So we did like some normals, for instance. We did like draft pick 5v5 to warm up.
That's cool.
And bro, I was killing it. I was IGL. My macro was nuts. Like we were everywhere. We pooped on like 3 teams in a row, like minus 20 minutes. Like it was the easiest games of our life. It was like, why isn't every game like this?
Like we may have a profession here. Like we leave your
I
jobs
don't mean
tomorrow.
to say, but orgs, yeah. But like it makes so much. It's so much easier when I can influence a game like that. Because a lot of the problem is like hoping your laners know what to do or how to macro, and that can be a big part of it. But then it was so much fun because one, not only that is I'm not a one trick. Like literally, I have like 120 games played this ranked season. I think over 50 different champs, which does not happen. So I average about 2 games a champ,
which is a good thing and a bad thing.
It's a good and bad thing.
Yeah,
I think it's a good thing because I'm well rounded, and it's more about knowledge of the game rather than relying on champion mastery.
Yeah.
But on the other end, perhaps if I just one tricked or like had a small pool to pick from, maybe I could climb even
play
higher.
Like a higher level, like kind of.
Yeah, because then I would know limit testing more and blah, blah, blah. But turns out in this tournament thing, before you play someone, they give you like a scouting report of the team you're about to play.
Oh.
Yeah, and they'll show you like these are their 5 most played champs. This is like their win-loss record.
That's fucking cool. This is all in League?
Yeah. So I was like, this is sick. But then I thought about it. Our top laner is a one-trick Yorick. Like, he plays Yorick or he feeds. And he knows it. Yeah. He has like a backup Garen. But he plays Yorick. Like, that's all he does. And he's a nasty Yorick.
Yeah.
But get him off Yorick and he's going to struggle. Like, I played a game with him where he was like, I'm going to try Ornn. Brother. It's rough.
Yeah.
And then our mid laner only plays like Syndra or Malzahar. That's it. So I'm like, oh, sweet.
And
Moses.
it shows your 5, like most played champions. So it's like 80%.
Yeah, so they're going to see like 3,000
zeros.
games Yorick. Okay, look, we should ban Yorick. Only plays Syndra. We should, and then suddenly I don't have a top and mid laner. But I was like, bro, this is big brain on me. Because they're going to look at this and be like, this guy plays literally everyone. We can't ban him out. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but they just ban your teammates out.
But then I'm like, and instead my pool is helping me not get banned out, but it's hurting all my other friends.
Yeah.
And I think that's also,
funny,
I've just been enjoying League. And
when is your first, are you going to stream those or like record them or something? Like, I think that's
I don't know if I'll stream it. Especially if the first go, maybe.
All right, well then, are you gonna be in a Discord call, like doing comms and stuff? All right, word. I'll be in the comms and I'll just deafen and I'll just watch on stream or something.
It's single elimination, Monka.
Oh, that is Monka.
But if you get out in the first round, they have a consolation bracket. It's like a losers bracket. You can never make your way back up, but you can crawl out of like 8th place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just seems fun, and like honestly, it was like the most fun I've had in League, where it's like everything was just coordinated. I knew everyone I was playing with. We were all on the same page.
Well, yeah, when you're gaming, that's what you're gaming. Like, you're not just playing, you're gaming. Like,
I mean, it's like we tried to play Overwatch recently. Because I've no cap.
Yeah, you're weird.
I've been grinding Overwatch League, dude. It came back like last week. And bro, I think I've just been deprived of esports for the past year that I will eat up anything.
But why didn't you should have watched the Blast premiere for CS. That was sweet.
I guess so. I just never catch up. Like, Overwatch League was easy. I was like, oh, it's coming back. They're YouTube. They have all the games. I just click on whatever one. But I watched all that, and I was like, I want to get back to Overwatch. So we played, and it's very much like League. Like, your individual performance, rarely, it can sometimes, and it will. But, like, if you're cracked individually, and you have 5 daddies, you're going to lose. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, like, it's frustrating having to rely on your team, or it's frustrating knowing you're the daddy and then hoping your team can carry you.
Yeah.
And I think the reason I want to play it and enjoy it more is because I realize it's more of like, okay, I understand, like, yeah, it's a death ball game or whatever. It's like you go around ults, but it's very similar to like League. Like, you're in a team, you have to coordinate, you have to play your part individually. I can get some picks or pop off, and I can like decide fights or games, but also it's finding comps and working together and changing things.
I have an Overwatch idea after playing it yesterday. I think in Overwatch 2 it should be down from 6 to 5. I think 6 is too many. I think it should be 5v5. I think that would like slow it down, make it a little bit more less death ball-y, and make it a little bit more communication and a little bit. I think that it would just make it cooler. I don't know what it would be. Maybe 1 tank, 2 DPS, 2 support or something.
Well, it just sucks like not being a DPS player, because if I'm tank, I've like, if we want to talk meta options, I have like 3 options, and even if not, the whole tank pool is like what, 7 heroes. Support is like 6. DPS 24 or whatever. Like all the interesting roster and most of the characters, are just DPS. And it got even worse when they changed it to where it was like tank, support, DPS, because then they literally just like 3/5 of the hero pool. They're like, yep, that's DPS.
Yeah. Well, and that's why Jeff Kaplan left.
Jeff Kaplan left.
That's why
it was the end of an era. Like he's the last guy I really like associate like a face to Blizzard. And Overwatch and Blizzard. Yeah.
Oh.
And so now he's gone, which to me, I mean, he's worked there for 19 years. I'm sure he's heavily sought after in the industry. He's probably gotten many of deals before and going forward. So it could just be.
Overwatch was like what he wanted to like do. Honestly.
Yeah, it could just be, a change of pace, going somewhere else, doing something new. But at the same time, Overwatch is his baby. Like he's the one that helmed it from the very beginning at Blizzard, turned it into Overwatch, started working on Overwatch 2, and so it's a little worrying that he left while Overwatch 2 is being developed. We haven't heard anything about it really for like a year and a half, 2 years, whatever. It's just kind of up in the air, and that's just the part I worry about. I'll miss Jeff, but I'm also now worried about what's going on over there. Is it that bad? And maybe it's fine, Maybe there's nothing to worry about, but
yeah.
Could be a sign of the times. Like think back to like 343 or whatever. How like new Halo games coming out and like everyone's leaving. Like, that's not a sign of things. And then you realize like, oh yeah, no, it was.
Oh,
turns out it was turbulent. So we can only hope. And Jeff, we miss you. No longer Jeff from the Overwatch team. He's just Jeff from the industry.
Thank God he got out of there.
Got out while he could.
Okay, we have a ton of Q&A questions. I'm going to be real with you because we have like 2 episodes to catch up on.
Word.
So, is there anything we want to? All right. Sloss says, "Do you guys wear matching socks or mixed matched ones?"
I try and match, but I'm fine mix matching.
Agreed.
If I do go out with shoes, I will usually just do one set of matching socks. Because 99% of the time I am wearing my Adidas sandals.
Ooh, some slips.
In this Panini, I have not gone out with my shoes very often.
Maggie Bay asks, any of you guys plan on playing Monster Hunter Rise? It's one of my favorite series, and this one is fun and seems like a very good entry point. And then she says, I posted this 10 minutes later, same day Fruit posted a Monster Rise Hunter video.
Thanks, Capcom, for sponsoring that video.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it's fun. It's just not really a game I'll sit down and grind. I don't know.
The menu just always seemed very daunting to me.
For me, it's just combat's a little clunky. Oh.
I'm gonna try it because I already bought the
Sammy
physical
plays
copy.
it, right? And
Sammy loves Monster Hunter, and I'm gonna play it, but I'm currently grinding my dick off to get this this Diamond Guiber. So whenever I
saw Dado on Final Fantasy today.
Poor guy.
Yeah, he was on.
I'll say if I like the genre or like was really into that, I'm sure I'd love it.
I don't plan on playing it at all. Johnny Krumer asks, since the legend DMX died, what deceased celebrity would you want to meet? Mine would be Robin Williams.
That's a good one.
Probably Kobe.
maybe, well, obviously like Frank Sinatra, or like Mr. Rogers,
Bob Ross
Um,
is a good one too.
Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, any of the old philosophical heads, Greeks.
What about you, Blue?
I don't know. I'll go for the obvious one. I just want to pick Da Vinci's mind. Or Nikolai Tesla. See, now this isn't even celebrities. Now it's just like,
Well, see, I
just like,
I think of
want to
celebrities
know
as
your
just
brain.
I agree.
like you say Da
Celebrity
Vinci,
is a
like
broad
that.
term.
Yeah, like celebrity is just like, I don't know the. Actually, let me look up the exact definition. Let's see.
Like I would say the exact like my definition of celebrity is like
If you say the name and like
somebody
9 times out
known,
of 10,
yeah.
yeah. Like you say Da Vinci, someone's gonna go, oh.
You know who I'd want alive right now, and I would be like, I would pick their brain hard, and it would be, like that's my childhood is Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, good one.
That's my more modern celebrity take.
Good
Like
one.
this says the state of being well known. So
You're a celebrity, Mr. Fruit.
yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I would say. David
I could
Barra
go to a
says,
lot of houses and they'd be like, who?
David Barra asks, any new merch coming back anytime soon? Hint, hint, for the love of all things holy fruit, please bring back the plushies. Also, a little figurine of Blue's avatar would be cute. And for Rob, I think a keyboard broken in half would make a great toy kind of item.
You should make a breakable keyboard that you can like just easily put back together.
Oh,
And
that'd be sick.
For all my 5-year-old viewers out there.
I'd buy one just for you. The plushes, no promises. The point is they're supposed to be limited.
Yeah.
And also doing those, like you have to get a big order because they're very expensive to make.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if there would even be enough interest to drive another campaign. And I will have some merch here soon.
Yeah. There's some things going on in the background, I would say. Some cool things. I have to show you, Blue, some cool things.
Ooh.
Turned out better than Christian and I even thought. So I thought it turned out pretty good. Mami Yataru asks, if I give you a listing of the Fate series to watch in sequence, ignoring some of the other people who disagreed with it, will you guys still watch it? It's really a masterpiece, no meme. Also, Fruit, how's Gundam Wing Gunpla building going? It's been 2 years.
Yeah, it hurts my fingers just like it did before. I need to maybe get paint or something. But it was fun. Claire and I messed with it. And it reminded me of just why, like, as a kid, I just had bleeding hands all the time. Putting those little plastic pieces, bro. Oh,
and like breaking them off of that thing.
Yeah. It's not easy on the old fingers. And then, what was the other part? Oh, the Fate. Yes. If you do it, I would eventually get to it.
And Blue said no, and I say no.
Because currently, actually, we watched, Claire and I, 2 new animes. I think one's called like My Eternal Return, because we heard it was like
Slice of Life.
Super incredible. No, there's only 2 episodes. Very interesting. So I'm interested to see where it goes. It's very different. It's also pretty depressing. And then we watched District 89 or Soldier 89 or 86, something like that. That one was really sick. I'm looking forward to that. So those are just some animes, and then obviously I'm caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm watching Boruto. Yeah.
Sky says, just wondered, have you ever received hate from a bunch of people and then apologized and then still think you were right? Also, Rob, your opinions on VAR in soccer. Still don't know why you call it that. I guess when Christian had to apologize for making fun of that woman working out, even though that woman's a piece of shit and fucking sucks.
I mean, I'll admit I was wrong for making it seem like I was judging her for working out. I'm glad she was, but it's just,
come on, that woman's a piece of shit. I hope you guys show the same kind of backing for that woman in that moment than you do for everything else. Oh, someone just left. What about you, Blue?
I don't remember off the top of my head, to be honest. Let me think.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's like not really a thing. And then for VAR,
Publicly, right? I
yeah,
don't know. I don't really.
maybe for your latest Bungie tweet, maybe in 2 days, Blue will come out and be like, "Hey, this transmog thing, I'm sorry. Hey, I apologize."
Yeah, I don't remember off
And
the top of my head.
in terms of soccer and VAR stupid. Like if somebody's offsides by this much, like come on, they're not offside. Like let's be real. Or like if they're offsides by like an elbow or shoulder, that shit is stupid. Ruins the game. Oko asks, if you were a Power Ranger, what would your color be?
Purple
Blue Ranger.
I'd be Black Ranger.
or white. White Ranger was sick.
Black Ranger is the fucking coolest. That's who I'd be for sure. Or green, like a dark sage green. What was yours, Blue?
Blue Ranger all the way.
That's game.
You know how it is.
In Areno 623 says, for BlueWestlo, would you rather hang out? Oh, what? My thing got pulled down. Where was I? Would you rather hang out with Oko all day or play Final Fantasy 14?
Both.
Why they just do that together at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Papa Dadums asks, what is your favorite lightsaber color definitively?
Either
I like the black one where it's like white is like around it.
that's true.
The
I think either like Mace Windu's purple, which I still love that story. You know that story about how he got his purple lightsaber?
Yeah.
He's like, I want a purple lightsaber. And George Lucas was like, you can't have a purple lightsaber. And he's like, I want a purple lightsaber. So they gave him a purple lightsaber. That or like the golden ones. I like those.
You like Ray's like orange one?
Yeah, I think that's cool.
I am eternally a pure white lightsaber stan.
I like that.
Ahsoka's lightsabers
Bro, it's 2021, bro.
You just said White Ranger was the coolest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's different. I didn't say pure White Ranger, okay?
Mr. Fruit, I want you to hold up your hand.
I like my true bread.
I want you to hold up your hand. If anyone's pure white, it's you.
Dirk the Inferno asks, for Fruit and Rob, have you guys seen the new set of TFT? The set revolves around getting shadow items, which are like better versions of the normal items, but they can have a drawback. For example, the shadow variant of Deathblade gives you extra damage, but a cost of HP. It's a cool idea. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's like, for instance, like you remember the Z Carol item where like the people adjacent to it, they get increased attack speed, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you can make it a shadow item, and instead the person wearing it takes the attack speed from the people surrounding him. So he gets,
cool.
but he
So
gets like increased attack speed.
You take like put your tank on there or something, like someone who doesn't really need a ton of attack speed, but just has a ton of damage or health.
Yeah. So it's a cool idea. Yeah, and I'm interested.
Does that come out?
That comes out next Wednesday.
Okay.
We kind of talked about it earlier. Very excited.
I know, but like I'm just kind of. Clay Crook asks, in 2016, August 6th, my birthday, I took my friends to see Suicide Squad and remember being very disappointed. This summer, on my 21st birthday, I was planning on testing my luck and seeing the new Suicide Squad movie.
Suicide Squad.
Personally, I think James Gunn is going to kill it. But since some trailers have come out recently, I wanted to know what you guys think of and how it's going to turn out. P.S. Love you guys and thank you for continuing to do this podcast each week. We all really appreciate it. Well, guess what, Corey? We took a fucking week off after that. Clay.
We don't deserve it. I'll say this: no matter what, yeah, it can't be worse than the first one.
I like the shark guy.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot better. I think John Cena has like the perfect role. Fits him really well. And overall,
they got the tone of it right.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot better.
What do you think, Blue?
I don't get my hopes up for anything anymore, so I hope it's good.
That's true.
Oh, come on. You don't
come on, bro.
Oh, I mean it.
Blemis asks, speaking of HBO Max, have you guys seen Warrior? I recommend it. It's a martial arts crime drama based on the original concept by Bruce Lee. Also, Blue, what new body part will you tease at next Fruit Summit?
Probably my wiener.
Whoa!
Nice.
That's a joke.
Oh,
I don't know. I might do like we might do a hairdo reveal.
Whoa!
That would be a big one.
Wave check.
What was there another question?
Well, have you seen Warrior?
Oh no, I
Is
haven't.
I feel like I've seen the movie.
I don't even think I've heard of it. Yeah, well, that's like with Christian Bale and Mark Wahlberg. That's completely different.
Okay, so then I have not seen it.
Which is a great
I'll look
movie though,
into
if you haven't seen it.
And Pasta of Haiku says, for the Dream Team, during the Girl Scout cookie season, which is your favorite cookie? She says, mine are Thin Mints.
I don't really like Girl Scout cookies,
Samoas. I like tagalongs as well.
but when I did, I would eat the shortbread.
I don't know which one those are. What about you,
Girl
Blue?
Scout cookies. Like this is just overall favorite Girl Scout cookies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy. Lemon ups.
I've never even heard those.
You never had
They're
lemon
like
ups?
lemon ones. Yeah.
Lemon ups. It was
I'm not
either
a big
lemon
lemon
ups or Samoas, but I think as I've gotten older, I've learned to appreciate the lemon ups the most.
I'm not a big lemon guy in desserts. I don't know why.
I love anything candy that's lemon.
Give me a good like limoncello cake.
Interesting. Like you like lemon heads, Blue?
Love lemon heads. And if
Really?
it has lemon in it and it's a candy, I'm gonna eat it. If especially bakery items, lemon bakery items are beyond S tier.
Like Cindy loves like lemon bars or whatever those are called.
The lemon squares.
Yeah, she like loves baking those. Like I never eat them.
What the
I'm not a big lemon on dessert guy.
dude? The lemon, like a nice little lemon square with a little bit of powdered sugar. Oh,
yeah, that's what she does.
I'm gonna coom.
Iron Durkus asks if you have not already seen the new Demon Slayer movie, go experience it. And then says, "Grats on the Kobe's, Rob." Oh, do you think you'll go to the cinema to experience it? Grats on the Kobe's, Rob. Well, GZ, thank you. I with my recent cash out on Top Shot and the recent Kobe Bryant news, I bought my favorite Kobe's of all time before they skyrocketed at Omega, which is cool. But
And
yeah,
obviously we're gonna go see it. Yeah.
Delphix Fox asks, "Hey, Mr. Fruity, I hope the internal return of content is doing well enough for you to keep making videos. I've fallen in love with the game. Oh, I hope the internal return content. Okay, I see what it said. I've fallen in love with the game after watching your videos on it, even if I do play it on 180 ping in Australia. Who is your favorite champ? Is that like that BR
waifu
MOBA
game?
I see you play?
Probably Yuri. He's just busted. The content did all right. I have to clickbait out of my mind to try and get people to watch it.
They click.
And I think they've caught on to it, so we'll see. Just got to get more booba in the thumbnail, I guess.
Maybe even some caca.
Booba. Oh. Yep.
Flaming Taco Fury asks, what is the best kind of blanket? Sydney has this very like wool blanket. That's my favorite blanket.
Usually I'm too hot for one, but if not, like a fleece.
I'm definitely either a quilted or a woven blanket kind of man.
Okay.
See, like quilted, like retains cold so nicely. So like when you go into your bed, quilt is nice and cold. But like if I need to I tend to sleep pretty hot, so I'll have a woven blanket, and just the air going through a woven blanket, so good.
Tolly asks, if you could only use one legend and 2 weapons in Apex for the rest of your life, what would they be? Also, sub me in for your top. I'm no one trick Nancy. I can carry you.
Thank you.
There you go.
We'll be accepting the application.
You can be 6. You can be the sub, the flex.
Yes. They banned your get it. Whatchamacallit? What the fudge? Now I lost my train of thought. What was the question?
Do you two weapons from Apex?
Oh,
you
right,
can
right.
only use. And 1 legend. So Pathfinder?
I'd probably go Bloodhound. That's what I use the most.
I'm just thinking. I go R99 and probably what's the EVA shotgun? The
EVA 8.
That's probably how I would go, because then I could just play aggressive with that combo every time.
I go R301 P2020. Give me my hammer points. Let's get it.
What about you, Blue? No, you're a big Apex guy.
Pathfinder and
Got competition.
I'll let Blue play if he's going to be playing.
I have the boxing gloves. I get to play.
So you have the boxing, bro. Why aren't you playing with us? Come on, man.
Because you guys need dubs and I don't get dubs.
Oh my gosh, we barely get dubs as is. Yeah. We play with Blake, dude. Like, what do you?
It's awful.
The Volt. I love the Volt.
worst.
Oh, that's true. That's a good one.
I love the Volt.
Oh, the Volt is great. I would miss the Volt at seeing you shoot it. Every
The
time I use the
Volt-
Volt, I feel good about it.
The Volt and the triple take. I love I legit.
Really?
I don't know what it is about the triple take. Every time I see triple take, I pick up a triple take.
Scatter shot or single charge? Like
It doesn't matter to me. Either one, I love triple take.
All I know is I thought about the wingman because, like, if that's the only gun I'm ever able to use, you'd think eventually I'd start hitting shots, right?
every time I pick that up and you miss the first shot, it's like that's okay. Like we're in a gun
Second?
battle. 2
Oof,
shots, okay,
okay.
that's all right. It's a gun. 3,
Three.
it's like
All right, that's half the mag.
Oh, but I love
4.
the Peacekeeper though. God damn it.
Yeah, 4.
you should switch to your other gun.
Yeah,
Switch to your other gun. 5. Everybody on stream is laughing at you.
Yeah.
Just stop.
At 5, at that point, you're like hip firing. Like, come on, please, Jesus.
At 6, I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah, at that point, I'm already dead. So
Yeah, Peacekeeper's good too, but the problem with Peacekeeper is
it's only
that
in care
only
package
in,
right now
care packages.
Oh, really? That's
because it's that
messed up.
strong. It's
But it's
strong.
so good,
Yeah,
though. Like
maps.
that thing's that thing snipes.
It's so satisfying to charge a shot up and then.
the
Wolf
little
who
lever.
keeps asks, what are your favorite board games? Mine's Talisman, but you have to have like the expansions for it.
I don't know. I like a lot. Just top one off my head is Dice Forge because I like dice, and you get to make your own dice, and that's fun.
I don't really have a favorite board game. I guess Monopoly. I'd fuck hard with Monopoly.
I hate
Don't play that
Monopoly.
one.
I've never
Uh,
finished a game of Monopoly in my life.
We should do that for content.
That sounds miserable.
Brunger asks, any recommendations for equipment for a home gym? I started building one in my basement this week.
Best and easiest way probably just start with like a half rack. That'll get you pretty much every barbell compound lift.
I recently got my Peloton and I've been just doing that, which is very expensive. So I wouldn't be like, hey, I recommend getting a Peloton because they're extremely expensive.
And for that price, you get
a lot.
You get a cable machine. You get
yeah.
a very nice. You go.
I just don't have that
full rack.
space. I just don't have I wish I did. I would have, but I don't have enough space for a cage.
Oh, speaking of which, that Tyler one.
Oh,
What was that, like a weightlifting Twitch rival thing?
I watched him
Triggered me
deadlift like
so much.
515, bro. It was sick.
I think it was 505. It was PR. That's super impressive.
That was good. That's a good rep. That's a clean rep for you.
I mean, it was a PR. Like, it wasn't perfect, but it was darn near good. Like, for that much weight, yeah. Like, that's good.
You're passionate.
Yeah.
Well, let's get you in that, dude.
Yeah, but I'm sitting there, bro. It's like I was more like Sony, who's like more functional. I was like, bro, I ain't powerlifting like
ripped,
yeah.
Bro. He is ripped.
And the worst part, he's like, someone's like, dude, like, what do you do for like cutting? He's like, I don't really cut, I don't really have to. And I'm like, that must be nice, dude. I'm cutting out of my mind, and I still got so much I can't do it. So anyway,
what does cut mean? Like he just gets to eat whatever he wants.
Yeah, like he doesn't have to actively work to like keep body fat, like cut his body.
He had like
low.
the Lemillion thing on, and
Yeah.
it like fit him like Lemillion.
Yeah, ripping out of it. So, but the thing was, they did so some of the lifts, like most of the lifts, whatever, like pretty rough. There was one Tyler one did for squats.
Oh, I saw one. Where,
Yeah,
like,
first off, facing the wrong way of the rack. They also had a full rack. Well, yeah, so they have a full rack. He's not in the middle of the cage to have safety stops. And then, so he's outside of it. And then on top of that, no spotter. And he goes for 500 something, whatever. rolls right down his back. I'm like, oh my.
And dude, it like
crunched it.
bounces off of him, yo.
Yeah, his spine right there was like, help me. And then he tried to play it off like, I'm fine, but he's got to be sitting there like, I'm dying, this hurts, I'm dying. And I was just like, why is no one spotting him? So
what if we did PB, like if we did a Mr. and I'm in there like, whoop, and like, what's your PB of deadlift?
well, I know that's like, I've never trained for that. Like that was like some of those people, like I've never trained for X or Y. So it'd be the same thing. I'd have to.
So you can get 500.
Oh, I'd have to train specifically for those lifts. And I've never tried the 1 rep, but like, get me some smelling salts. Yeah, get some boys in there to yell. I think I would push more than I think, but I ain't hitting 505. Tower 1 is an animal, dude. Some of the way he was lifting, I was like, that's not.
Bajera, I think that's his name.
Bajera.
He is an animal too. And then they had like a dude, I think, who like actually just like streams him powerlifting.
Yeah, he's a powerlifter. He hit like his PR for what was it, like deadlift is like 805 or something. I'm like, I don't even know if I combine all my compounds. I'm like, Jesus.
Could you get like 505? Do you have enough for 505 on a deadlift in your gym?
I don't even have I don't need that much. I do wish I had higher dumbbells though, because I max out at 50. But so they did like a push up and pull up part of the competition. I want to talk to whoever was judging that thing, because
I saw like different like grips
too. So apparently you can do pull up or chin up, which is bizarre because if you're not doing a chin up, you're just making it harder for yourself. Like if you can do chin up or pull up, everyone can do more chin ups, so just do chin up. But apparently they didn't care about form. It was like, did your chin go to like the bar? Because like, for instance, like Sony repping out, like towards the end he started kipping some, understandable, but like clean reps. There was some guy before him too. Guy did like literally like 28 perfect pull-ups. Never,
like, and you're talking like
yeah, like no kipping, his like legs crossed. He never
kipping.
That's where you like kick your legs and you use your momentum.
Kipping. Oh,
yeah, kipping. That's what it's called. KIP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He never like bounced, like never grabbed the bar and jumped off to get a head start. He would always go hang at the very bottom to start, go all the way up. Cleanest push-ups I've ever seen. It's like 30 in a minute or whatever, minute and a half. I'm like, that's incredible. And then the other guy, I'm like, this is hilarious. He's over there like looking like a wild monkey. Like this dude is trying. He's like jumping off the ground when he can. I'm like, he may be the 2 in there.
By the way, this is a competition we're critiquing here.
Yeah. Like, I'm not making fun. Like, literally, like, this is a competition for money. And I'm watching this. And they come back with the count. And they gave that guy, like, 27. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, clean. Maybe he messed up a few of those. Then the other guy got, like, 30. And I'm sitting there like...
And how many would you have given out of 30?
I mean, I would have to watch it back, but maybe, like, 5. I'm not kidding. Because, like, I'm talking, like, full kip. Because at that point, like that's
doesn't even go all the way down. Like he's like,
yeah, exactly that, and then like he'll take a break and then grab the bar and jump off his things to get the head start. Like everything, like if you have to get those few extra during a workout, whatever, kip. But like this is a competition. It's supposed to be about form, and apparently it was just, did you reach the bar? And so almost every single time, there's one person doing them right, no kipping, and doing an impressive amount, and then there's this other person that is just wiggling like a dead fish and wins every time. How many teams? It was just like 2 teams.
2 teams of 4?
5, but one person would sit out each workout. They had like alternate.
It was just bench, pull up.
It was
deadlift.
Squat, bench, deadlift, push-ups, pull-ups.
How were the push-ups? Was the push-up competition at least decent?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Push-up was, it wasn't perfect. Like, the one powerlifter guy that could deadlift like 805, which is understandable. He didn't have the best push-ups, but they counted every single one of his, and they literally stated the rules at the start. They're like, I think they even said, like, don't lock elbows, and your chest has to be within an inch or less of the floor, like when you go down. And this guy is doing like, like there's like he goes down. Not even like full parallel, like there's probably like 2 feet between his chest and the ground, just doing like they counted every single one of those pull-ups, push-ups. I'm just like, I wouldn't be mad if I wasn't a competitor competing for money. It was for money.
Do they just go like, all right, who has the most reps? But do they take into account, okay, this guy weighs 170 and he just deadlifted like 450?
Well, that didn't matter because the point was they mixed it up so there was body weight and strength, and then on top of that, they mixed it up on who was on what team, and then they didn't. It was more like if you got this spot, you would get this many points. So it wasn't like this team had 1,300 pounds total, and this team had 800 total pounds. So that's the difference. It was like by points, which made the most sense. But that's just the thing. So like it would be understandable that the powerlifter would be hitting insane numbers on the compounds. Then you go to body weight and you're struggling. That's how it should have been. But then they just like completely threw out all the rules that they stated at the beginning of each workout. They were like, this is the push-up competition. You have to make sure blah, blah, blah. And then apparently they didn't care. I don't know who was judging that thing, but I was furious. I was just mad for the people who were doing it right and not realizing they're getting cheated. They're like,
would you rather judge or compete?
I'd like to compete, but I think I'd just make a fool of myself. It'd be embarrassing. Yeah, dude. Like, get me in that pull-up competition, dude. Because the sad thing, too, is I wouldn't kip. So I would admit defeat. I'd get like 6, and I'd be like, yep, that's all I got. My B. So
I'd go first, and then you feel good about yourself. And then, like, when the camera's on you, then you could just, like...
Ooh.
Yeah, dude, that's what it's all about. I need that when I'm, like, trying to do... I hit the 750 club in high school. That was, like, if your squat, bench, and clean was, like...
Yeah,
that's when I had great form on the power clean. Well, I had too much balls though, you know. Like I would basically like front squat that shit from like a sitting position, like some good form. I sold out, but I wouldn't do that nowadays. I don't got the back or knees for that.
I will say in this new workout I started a couple days ago, I'm doing ATG squats, and I don't think I've ever bothered to do
AT&T
those.
Ones brought to you by AT&T.
ATG. For those unaware, it's ass to the grass. And you know me, I don't normally cuss, but that's literally the name of it.
Yeah.
And that's because when you go down for the squat, you go all the way down maintaining proper spine form to where your butt is essentially touching your calves. Like you're practically sitting at that point. You're hovering above the thing. Bro, my knees were just like, bro, we're not ready for this. And I got through it, but that was like 3 days ago. I'm still sore. Those are brutal.
Jason Ace asks, Crunky out. Yes, Crunky out. Crunky out! That's like an Arsenal thing. Sharkboy97 says, what articles of clothing would you spend a lot of money on? Shoes. Case in point.
I don't think I've ever spent an above average price for any apparel.
Oh, Blue, I think you would appreciate these
shoes.
I'm not trying to stand up, but these are the MF Doom SBs.
Oh, those are nice.
Like they actually like have his like face on the tongue. Pretty cool.
Yeah, shoes are definitely my lots of hurt my bank account purchase. But I'm not like crazy like sneakerhead levels like Rob and Dado, so I have a limit.
Dado's higher than me. I'm like middle class sneaker, you know, like I'm middle class guy. There's layers to that. What about you, Mr. Fruit?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever purchased something above average price of any kind of apparel. Well, that's not even a choice, and all glasses are expensive. Yeah, and that's all expensive.
I mean, style kind of thing.
You know, article of clothing. That's just straight up necessity.
Yeah, I don't have a choice here. And with insurance and stuff, it's never crazy. Yeah. Aside from that, like anything expensive I have, article was probably gifted to me.
Your suit, I guess, or the blazer we bought for your wedding.
Yeah, but isn't
like that probably don't fit in anymore?
But like, see, that's also completely different. Like that's my wedding tux. Like that's not something I'm getting all the time, right? Like that's the once in a lifetime thing. I don't know. I guess
Gaming
I wish I
stuff,
cared
like
a little bit more. No.
Or I guess it's clothing. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. I think it was just because I was raised like the only time I get new clothes is right before school starts. We go to Kohl's, we get whatever's on discount, and I get new shoes once a year too. And that was it. So I just never really cared about clothes.
and then Fire Raisingon asks, I don't know if
Rasengan.
sorry, are interested, but what are your feelings / thoughts on the teased Resident Evil and Dead by Daylight collab? If you've seen it,
Cool.
I'm not a big Dead by Daylight person. Like, I know
Happy for
people enjoy it. Yeah, it's. I'm glad the scary fans have their game.
And enjoy the crossover, I guess.
And like Ohm is like the king over there, right?
Yeah. Is it
So
going to be that big lady from Resident Evil and Dead by Daylight? Sounds like, no, stop chasing
Yeah,
me.
the dude like
On the
running down
beach? Yeah. He's like, oh no, stop.
Yeah, that's funny. And that'll do it for the Patreon questions. Wait, we missed a podcast and we gave you a 2-hour sode.
So
Sorry.
there you go. It was also taken up, my bad, by a lot of like league and random talk. I didn't mean to. My apologies.
No way, that was cool. I like learning about your league kind of stuff.
I could have kept going, trust me. I spend too much time.
Wait, so when is the tournament again? Like when
I think it's 2 days in the evening. It starts like 5:30 our time.
on Sunday?
May 1st and 2nd, Saturday, Sunday.
So next Saturday, oh, my mom might be. Oh, so I'll see if I can speak it to you.
Oh yeah, that is next Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
So
Well, we should be doing it 2 nights. So if you miss one,
yeah, I'm sure you should just record it for VOD purposes. Like,
yeah, I'll probably
I think
record it. I don't know if I'll stream it because I'm also playing with a whole bunch of people who content create. None of them do content creation. So like, I don't want to make it weird or anything, or like, yeah, I don't want them to feel pressured.
Like, hey guys, put on a show.
We're live here from Cyber's Rift.
Blue, where can people find you on the internet?
Hey, you guys can find me everywhere at BlueWestlo.
You can find me everywhere at Robbie V.
You can find me everywhere at Mr. Fruit. Oh yeah, and he's got a cool new comic with Advanced GG. Check it out.
Totally didn't rip off my hero.
Just ignore every part where Rob calls me Chris. That was that's nice.
That's like the one, that's the one thing I said on the draft, and like it got through, and like I was like, "Yo, what's up with the word Chris?" And he's like, "That's my bad."
Well, because he sent it to me, and literally the first thing Claire and I are like, "Why does he call me Chris?"
Yeah, right. Yo, Chris, I'm over here.
Yeah, I was like,
Only
no one in
thing.
my life has called me Chris, much less Rob.
But now I do because now it's
that's canon.
Yeah, it's canon.
Yeah, it's in the
All
manga.
right, where can people find you on the internet, Chris?
You can find me at Chris. Just look up Chris. And with that, that is GG Over Easy, episode 81. Thank you to the viewers and listeners. We love you all. Thanks for letting us continue to do this weekly, because every week, yeah, I think we're going downhill, but you guys keep watching and listening. So we'll ride this hill together. And with that, we will talk to you next Sunday.
Peace out.
Stay safe. Love you. Bye.